Good morning, my people. What's good? Today I want to talk about core identity, your identity, my identity, and about over analyzing, overthinking, and over improving yourself. I'm really losing it. You know, identity means you have authenticity. All right. You know, the core identity is that what we are inside without having a second or third thought about it. So it is formed over a certain period of time. And when we are young, we make bursts of development and we form our core identity. Children playing around, trying everything, playing roles in games. And this is where they unfold all the whole potential they have to then shape their true core identity. And when you have children, or you know children and you observe them, you see they develop very quickly and in bursts. So if you don't see them for a week and you see them the next week, boom, they changed. So they don't even know completely who they really are at that point because they are developing quickly. But I would say when you're at the age of older than 25 or something, then there comes in some constancy. Don't get me wrong, there is lifelong learning, lifelong individuation, which means you keep becoming more and more a complete individual. But at some age, you should have your core identity, which includes everything you have learned at school, the social interactions with friends and family, and the moral and ethic codes that have been conducted or not conducted, you know. And the core identity enables you to just let go of everything around you and be yourself in a situation, all right? And it can be also a very intuitive flow state where you say, I just trust in myself. I just operate on that heart frequency, which is my love frequency. And based on that, I don't even have to think about rules. I know that if I work and operate on that frequency, everything is going to be good. I'm not going to hurt anybody. And, you know, and I will do what is best for myself and everyone else. All right. So this gives you a lot of trust and peace, and other people will trust you when you are authentic. You know, I have studied some people, and there's people who don't have a core identity. And these people, every morning, they have to think about what situation will I be faced with and what mask do I have to wear? What role do I have to play? They are like a radio that has to think about, all right, which frequency will I engage today? What are the frequency of the people around me? And how do I have to tune that frequency in myself to cling on, to get what I want, all right? So every day they change in faces every day. And this creates an uncanny feeling when you meet these people. You never know what you get, and every day you get a new face. And it can be uncanny, it can be a very unsettling feeling around them, and you don't trust them. Especially children or animals will feel this fake energy, right? Okay. But when you have this, constant way of being yourself, you have that emotional stability. You regulate your own emotions. You're operating on the love frequency anyway. And then you found out there is a lot of philosophies that resonate with you. You have learned things, you have filtered out your things, and you keep on developing yourself basically. That's your core identity. And you can rely on it, and people feel it, they trust you. You don't have to think of who am I today? You know every day who you are. You're always the same person. Without strategy. That's truthfulness, right? Righteousness. And I want to speak today about overanalyzing and overthinking, because this is what takes us away from our core identity again. And I already said it's important to question yourself all the time. Readjust, make changes. You can, even when you're in your 40s, you can make changes or pick sides more clearly. So in my case, I was on that love frequency for all my life anyway, but I was sharpening that picture because I kind of understood that we can be forced to pick sides at some point, when people really force us to pick sides and make really clear who we are, right? So readjusting and learning is lifelong, but at some point we have to let go everything and just go back to that natural trust and just being who we are, right? The thing is, we have so many teachers now on all the social media. We have so many so many philosophies, so many gurus, so many chosen ones, so many sets where people say this is right and this is wrong, and you really need to filter out what's right and wrong for you, what resonates with you. And if you also have to do mistakes, but in order to make mistakes, you gotta let go and just live your life. So if you overanalyze, if you just analyze and analyze and analyze and try to find out what's right, what's wrong, and think, you never get to live your life. You never get to make a mistake, because from mistakes you learn. And then you're stuck, your heart's stuck then in thriving for perfection that you can't achieve anyway. But this perfection is just imaginary fantasy, because you're not even come to live it and apply it in your life. So I can just repeat it. At some point, just let this go. Don't listen to too many people because everybody will tell you a little bit a different story. You just find out what's okay for you and don't let it spoil for everybody. Not the same thing applies for everybody, all right? If you can also simplify it by physical things always. There's people who woodworkers in Siberia at minus 30 degrees Celsius in the cold, and they are cutting trees all day and working very hard. Obviously for them, another diet is just the right diet for them than for a person who sits in front of a computer the whole day and working in an office. So there is an individual truth for every individual. There is a different healthy food for everybody. Not everybody can digest the same things. Not everybody can live the same truth. Right, so bomba what glad me tell ya. So don't get confused. Don't overanalyze your situation. Live your life. You got this core identity. Can you remember when you just go out there and do your thing? And you're not afraid to make mistakes or not being perfect? That's what you need to be This is the state you need to be. This is how you live. This is how you're honest. This is how you're strong. This is how you're authentic. This is how people will trust you. Because that's who you are. You know, if you're thinking, how, you know, don't be fake. Not thinking, being. Yes, man. All right, I'll keep the message short. That's it for today. Stay blessed, and it's okay to make readjustments and think yourself, but never doubt yourself. And then get out there and let all these people go who take themselves too important and say, oh, I'm the leader, I'm the teacher, I know this and that, and this is right and this is wrong. Brothers and sisters, for me, it's Jesus and me, and that's it.